Ladies and gentlemen, this is our ultimate contest on the evening. 3 rounds in the super heavyweight division. Brought to you courtesy of Steve World for VIP Promotions. The referees for this contest is Danny McFarlane and your timekeeper Stuart Lithgow. Introducing first, boxing out of your blue corner, he wears a white and red shorts, between the weight 9 stone even. Tonight he takes part in his 89th professional contest. From Bradford, West Yorkshire, Pollard. And opposing him across the ring, boxing out of your red corner, who is the black and white shorts, between the weight 9 stone 2 pounds. He has a distinguished amateur career, the winner of multiple titles, many achievements, 7 national amateur titles, senior 8 world title, and tri-nation gold medal. As a professional boxer, he's undefeated. 2 victories from his 2 contests to date. From Gateshead, Shaun. 6 minute rounds.
Good evening, welcome to the 6th and penultimate contest of the evening. Commentary from myself, Mike Action Gormley, and TJ Mackay, local northeastern lad.
Excited to see this one. Shaun, I mean, I'm not quite, don't know much about Shaun, but I know straight away by looking off it, he's got a great team behind him. He's got Mark Dickinson, an amazing professional boxer up here in the northeast. He's got his team in his corner tonight with an amazing cutsman, Kieran from Spennymoor Sports. So I expect nothing but, you know, excellence from Shaun. You know, they produce really, really great boxers as a team, them lot. So already starting to see it looks like a strong lad. Nice strong start there from Shaun.
Yeah, as you said there earlier, TJ, Shaun has got a great amateur record, as the MC announced. 7 national amateur titles, Tri-Nations gold title amongst many others. So he's very experienced in the amateur game. And I'm sure he'll be taking it forward into the professional ranks.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you see a lot of these lads come through from the amateur ranks up into the pros, and they do quite well. I mean, Mark Dickinson, he's in the crowd there tonight cheering on Shaun. Take it from him, he's had a great amateur experience growing up, and now he's went on to be, you know, English champion now, which is great to see. So, you know, Shaun, he's got that background of amateur and tri-nationals, which is great to have, and it'll only push you on to them pro ranks.
Yeah, obviously I mentioned as well to his opponent in the away corner, Jake Pollard. Jake, very experienced.
Yeah.
A veteran of 88 fights, though in his 89th contest tonight. Durable character, already been stopped 4 times. Seen him many times. Have you seen much up this way?
Yeah.
He's from Bradford, isn't he? So he's there.
Yeah. So you see him quite a lot on these shows, Jake Pollard, which is good to see. He gets out quite a lot, which is good. So he's got that experience. He knows the game. He knows the field. And I'm sure, you know, he'll put that experience in tonight to give Shaun, you know, a real good test for him. Obviously, being at his 3rd pro fight, which is what Shaun needs, the rounds experience. So far, it looks like, you know, he's testing the waters a bit. Obviously, that's what happens when you first round. But this one being a 6th rounder, so, you know, there's a lot of time there for Shaun to grab that experience.
Yeah, it's a big step up for Shaun, isn't it? In only his 3rd fight in a 6-round contest.
Going by that amateurs, it's a huge difference, though, isn't it? From, you know, amateurs to 2-minute rounds, three 2-minute rounds to, you know, the pro ranks where you're getting 3-minute rounds and that 30-second rest in between, and, you know, over the course of 4 to 6 rounds, it's a lot more strenuous than amateurs. But obviously, it's 1st round going, so it's a little bit different there from Shaun.
Yeah, I mean, obviously amateurs, he'll box many 3-minute rounds. Shaun, As I say, with all those titles under his belt, he'll have done numerous rounds in the amateur ranks. It's a good start already to his pro career. Jake again, well experienced, so it's a good test for Shaun at this stage in his career.
Yeah, I mean, like I said at the start, you know, the experience inside, not only for Shaun, but outside as well in his corners, it's great to help him along. You know, you see Mark Dickinson's trainer there giving him some words of advice coming to this second round. It's a nice little first round. I'd give that round to Shaun there. I think Jake maybe didn't expect Shaun to come out as strong.
Jake is quite a good defensive fighter. Holds his hands up nice and high. Obviously elbows are not too close, so I think Shaun can maybe break Jake down a little bit and maybe work around the sides under Jake Pollard's elbows.
Lovely angles there from Shaun. I've noticed that even from the first round, from the get-go, he's got them lovely angles he can create it, but he can also back up with them offensive shots, which is good to see. Shaun just carefully picking them shots, collecting them points. Jake not so much throwing any shots at the moment. On the defensive back foot a little bit from Jake.
Yeah, Jake Pollard doesn't tend to throw. He doesn't tend to engage too much, but you know, if he gets close enough, he will try and land a few shots himself.
Lovely right hands there from Shaun. Jake just a little bit too far away with that jab. He's telling Shaun, though, bring it on, which is good to see from Jake. So obviously, you know, he's wanting to test Shaun's power a little bit more, which could be a good thing but a bad thing in the pro ranks. We've seen it countless many times in fights where fighters have egged people on and hasn't went the way they thought it has.
With Jake's game plan, I know he kind of stands in front of you, but I think Jake's game plan is to kind of nullify you really, try and get up close to you and stop you getting your shots off, close you down a little bit. He doesn't offer much, Jake, but again, it's a good test. It's a good fight for Shaun because he's got to try and work his angles, he's got to try and work the openings.
Yeah, of course. I mean, just from that right hand shot there that Jake's just thrown there, sorry. It almost looks like he's just waiting for them opportunities. You know, he doesn't want to collect them points, Jake. I think he just wants to look out for that knockout shot. But you know, someone like Shaun, I don't think looking for that knockout shot's going to work tonight, unfortunately, on Jake's side. I think Shaun will be a bit more smarter than to let him grab that shot.
Yeah, landed some good shots. So that's why he's in that round, Shaun. He's got to try and, you know, make some openings himself. Again, Jake Pollard is a tough kid.
Yeah, I mean,
strong, tough kid, but again, he doesn't want to be too brave for his own good.
Nah, I mean, just that little last shot there, though, didn't he? He almost tried to throw that right hand over, it missed, and you know, Shaun backed off with that back foot, which is good to see. And you get straight on that defense. He does that quite well. He gets defense, but he can also get that offense, which we're seeing them 2 rounds. So I would give it 2 rounds up for Shaun at the moment.
Absolutely. He's dominated the 2 rounds. Not much coming back from Jake Pollard, and like you say, just got a little bit desperate there, throwing that right hand, but I think that's what he does really.
He almost looks a bit desperate, ready to go, isn't he? He's told the cornerman to get out, come on, it's my time, let's go.
Yeah, I think he was there for that 10 seconds on the warning.
You get a go again, isn't he? Here we are on the 3rd round. Same again, starting strong for Shaun. sure the people at home can agree as well. I think Shaun's one to look out for. He seems like a really good prospect to be on the pro ranks at Super Bantam. There's a lot of good talent up here in the North East. The likes of Joe Mafosa. We haven't seen much of Joe Mafosa at the moment, but he's in the house. Them weight categories, there's opportunities there for Shaun, and I'm sure it'll come within time.
Yeah, and the thing about these sort of lighter weights as well, I think you've got more chance of progressing quicker because there aren't, again, obviously like you've said, there's quite a few up northeast, but in general you don't get a lot at the lower weights, so there's more opportunities to move up the ranks a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And obviously with the talent of Shaun Huddart, then that could be the path for him. A quick path up to the top. Obviously you've got to get the likes of Jake Pollard out of the way first, and I'm sure he'll have many more of these to come.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I totally agree with you there, pal. With the lower weight categories, there's a lot of people that are title holders for quite a long time because there's not many people there to challenge him. Like Dennis McCann, he's been a title holder for quite a while now, and it's people like Shaun coming up in the ranks, and fight by fight will be able to challenge these lads that have been the title holders for quite some time. It's what the sport needs. Some new fresh faces. Lovely body shot there from Shaun.
Well, he's definitely an exciting fighter, isn't he? An all-action fighter.
Yeah. He's just got a nice style. He's got that front foot going. He's got that jab going. Hands low. He's confident. You can see that he's confident, and that's what's good about that. Nice and calm, relaxed.
Yeah, he seems quite heavy-handed, Shaun Huddart, but Pollard taking a lot on the gloves, but even taking the shots on the gloves, it's making Pollard's head rock a little bit, and he's putting him on the back foot as well.
Yeah. He's waving him on, he's waving Shaun, telling him to come in. And I think that's what he's looking for. He's wanting Shaun to come in, to just slip up just at once, just so he can get that one of them big knockout punches. But even so, he's coming in, he's smiling, Shaun's smiling, he knows that's what he wants, but he's not giving it.
No, he's patient, isn't he? It's a little bit of smiles between the two at the end of that round there, so a little bit of respect between the two fighters.
He knows Drake, doesn't he? He knows he's getting out-skilled at the moment, and he knows he's looking for that punch, but he knows he's not going to come after. He's smiling, Even Shaun had a little smile there, going back to the corner, knowing that he's not getting what he wants, which is good to see.
Yeah, but it's good to see Jake on the front foot. Putting Shaun under a little bit of pressure. I think Shaun has handled it quite well. All he's done is just take half a step back and just carried on letting his shots go.
Yeah.
He's not got involved too much, and he's picked his shots nicely.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him just work Pollard's body a little bit more.
Yeah.
When Pollard comes forward, he dips down a little bit with his elbows up. Maybe that's something Shaun can have a look at. And if he doesn't see it in this fight, learn from it, and then, on the next fight, then pick up a few little tips from tonight.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, every round he comes in, you can see he's nice and calm and collective. He's not stressing about what's coming. He's just taking each round as it goes. I mean, lovely shots there by Shaun. Lovely straight jab.
Yeah, he's got a good stiff jab, and he throws that jab with intent as well. He just doesn't pop it out there. There's a lot of intent when he throws that left hand, along with his other shots.
Yeah.
I mean, Jake Pollard's almost inviting Shaun to let his hands go and tee off on him, really, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, Jake it looks like he's stood with the same game plan he's come from the start. It's just, look for that knockout punch. I would like to see a few more shots thrown by Jake just to give Shaun a bit more of a challenge, just to see what he's like, under that pressure. But we'll see that this fight. Maybe he's not. Lovely left hand there from Shaun though.
Yeah, I think the thing with that TJ is like sort of levels really. Even though Pollard's got the experience, the leveling abilities there definitely shines through with Shaun.
Yeah. I think that taunting from Jake's getting a little bit of Shaun there. He's almost like saying, oh, let's bring it then, I'll show you what I'm made of there. He's thrown in some shots and he connected with Jake, and I don't think Jake expected that. Lovely body shot there, just like what you were saying earlier, wasn't it?
Yeah, just tickling while his elbow's up there. You know, as he leans forward, Jake Pollard, his elbows come up. Just drop those hooks into the body.
Jake on his knees there. I think it was a bit of a slip.
Yeah, he's got it. And if you look at Pollard's round his sides, he's got two big tattoos, and they're like a target for Shaun. Certainly that left-hand side of Jake Pollard is reddened.
Yeah, sure.
The right hands of Shaun Huddart.
Picking up the pace here a little bit, Shaun. A little bit of a scuffle there. Mark Dickinson from the crowd shouting Shaun to get them body shots. Got a little bit of a telling off there from a little scuffle there from the ref.
So, you know, he's having loads of success with that right hand to the body. I think if he persists in that, it could cause Jake Pollard some problems, even though he is doing already.
Yeah, of course. Another great thing on them body shots is you whip many of them in, and only slowly, progressively over time is it going to bring them hands down to a lower level to open that head shots, you know, and get that great shots to the head. That's another great thing about body shots.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it? You know, work on something. So if you, let's say, work on the head, and he keep his hands up, then the next shot is a body shot when their elbows are up. Same thing again, work the body, make him drop his elbows, and then land the big shots over the top.
I think them body shots are starting to creep up on Jake now. I think you can see in the corner there, he's trying to keep his deep breaths in. He's standing up. He's trying to keep him moving, almost like he's, you know, they affect him a little bit. But you know, we're in the fourth, fifth round now, and Shaun still his engine's still going. He looks like he's still calm in the corner. Doesn't look like he's tired. It's good to see from Shaun.
Yeah, he's still looking quite relaxed, isn't he? I say Jake come off his stool early again, but I think that's just to try and, you know, keep the body moving, keep the legs working. I like the way he's kept his range, Shaun. You know, he's kept everything at distance.
Yeah.
It's only now and again Jake Pollard has managed to sneak in and close the distance down a little bit, but it's not really been any holding. It's non-stop action.
Yeah.
It's not been messy at all.
He's held the fight quite well. He's had his offense positions and he's had his defense ones. It's been a good 50-50 mix of both to showcase, you know, both sides of the talent there.
Just seems, doesn't it? It's only a matter of time before one of those body shots kind of
Takes effect.
Crumples Pollard a little bit.
I mean, I think them shots, them jabs are taking a bit of an effect there on Jake as well. Looks like there's a bit of a swelling there to the eye. It'll only be a matter of time as well for Shaun to notice that swollen eye to then go for that as a weakness point.
Yeah, I think he's quite clever as well. You know, he's leading with that left hand. He's just touching Jake Pollard with that jab, and then he's dropping that right hand into the body. And again, he's just having a lot of success. So blind him with the left hand and drop the right hand in.
Yeah. That's what it's all about, though, isn't it? It's picking them shots, getting them angles, getting them points, and getting that win at the end of the day. Them hands are exactly what I was going back on beforehand. Jake's hands are starting to slowly, a little bit at a time. You can, if you just watch it over the time, it's gradually moving his hands down and down. Obviously, them body shots must be taking effect there.
Yeah, you know, this could be a bit of kidology as well from Pollard. You know, it is a 6-round fight, and we're in the 4th round. Pollard, don't forget, Pollard's, you know, he's a veteran of, like we said, 88 fights. This is 89 fights, so he knows how to do these rounds.
Yeah.
So the later rounds will probably suit him a little bit more than it will Shaun Huddart. As I say, it could be a bit of kidology, but the likelihood of that, I'm not too sure. I think Shaun's doing a fantastic job so far.
Yeah, of course.
Totally dominated 4 rounds. Did we say 4 or 5? It's 4 rounds, isn't it?
5th round, this one.
5th round, so yeah, totally dominated throughout.
He's trying to cling on in them last little seconds to that round, Jake. You know, he knows it's creeping up to him. He knows it's starting to affect him a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a look at Jake Pollard, he's certainly earning his money tonight, isn't he? You know, he's taking a lot of shots, a lot of punishment. But fair play to him, he's soaked them up. He knows how to do that from his experience. Yeah. And I'm sure that, you know, we're going to see the same in the 6th round, unless Jake decides to get a little bit ambitious and put it on Shaun a little bit. Yeah. But I'm sure it's nothing Shaun's hasn't seen before. I'm sure he can deal with that, and I think he'll be consistent again in this 6th round.
Yeah, I mean, for Shaun, it's been great. The whole fight, you know, 5 rounds. We're coming at the 6th now. It's been great for Shaun already. I would like to see a little bit more from Jake, just to see how Shaun reacts with it. But overall, has he done great? Yes, he has. You know, he's put that fight to Jake, and I think Jake knows that. I know the people at home will probably agree that, you know, he's come out strong and he's had that goal in the head to put on a performance tonight, and that's what he's done, Shaun. So that's good. A little bit stronger on this last round from Shaun, it looks like. I'm quite excited to see the scorecards on this, to be fair, from the ref's point of view.
Yeah, I don't know. For me so far, I think it's been a shutout really every round. I think to Shaun. I don't think Jake's done enough even, you know, to draw any rounds a level. He just hasn't thrown enough. He's been positive as in coming forward on the front foot, but he just hasn't let his hands go enough.
I think collectively all together, I think it's going to be 100% unanimous decision for Shaun, I think, at the end result. There we go, them hands getting lower there, opening that shot for Shaun. He just managed to grab that right hand to the head there.
Yeah, it's been a good fight for Shaun, you know, in the sense that Jake covers up well. He's quite strong, he's rugged, he tucks up well. And Shaun's created openings for himself, especially that right hand downstairs to the body. He's had a lot of success with the overhand right as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a difference, you know, obviously with the switch over to the pro game. The amateurs, it's pretty much non-stop. It's all action, tit for tat.
Yeah.
With this, you've got to think about it a little bit more. You've got time to settle down a little bit and pitch your shots a little bit more.
You want to be more, like, obviously there's a lot of skill in the amateurs, don't get us wrong, but when it comes to pro ranks, there's a lot more skill and time that goes into it, isn't it? There's that more of the, you know, let's show who's the real top dog, and I think Shaun's coming and shown that tonight. I'm really looking forward to see what Shaun can create in his career. I think he'll do quite well in the pro ranks. I mean, he seems he's young, he's hungry. I'm not quite sure how old Shaun is.
Shaun's 21.
21?
Yeah, so he's got
plenty of time left in the tank, isn't he?
He's only a baby.
I'm sure as well there'll be a lot of take back to the gym for Shaun tonight. There'll be a lot of learning stuff to help progress.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sticking with my decision. I think unanimous decision to Shaun there.
Yeah, I would think so. You know, you've got to give it to, I would say 60-54 if my score is correct and my maths are correct. But you know, again, hats off to Jake Pollard. Didn't lie down, he didn't go backwards, he didn't take a backward step, I don't think, all night. Unless Shaun was actually putting it on him and forced him back.
It's nice to see the little smile there from Jake as well. He's, you know, he knows inside that he's probably lost that fight and he's taking on the chin, but it's good to see a smile there. He's had that experience and he's gave the show, which is good to see. And I'm sure Shaun will be over the moon when he gets this result in the next few seconds here.
Yeah, look at Shaun there. He still looks quite fresh, doesn't he, Shaun?
He looks like he's doing about 12 rounds there. You almost predicted that there, didn't you? The score.
Yeah, pretty much. Unless a miracle will happen for Jake Pollard, but again, you know, Shaun moves on. He's now 3-0, and I'm excited to see, you know, what's ahead for him in the future. Really talented kid, very entertaining, yeah, all action style.
Yeah.
And again, to do six 3-minute rounds on his third pro fight, well done. And again, respect to Jake Pollard. We couldn't have these fights without people like Jake Pollard, so up to you folks at home, you viewers, take that in mind and hopefully appreciate what you're seeing.
Well done to Shaun. I mean, he's had a good fight there. It's excellent to see, you know, like you said, 6 rounds in his third fight. This is obviously a lot of ambitious stuff to see from Shaun, so great fight. I'm glad I've seen that.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.